Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Enlace. I hope everyone's having a great morning. I just wanted to welcome you to our May Enlace meeting. My name is Alicia. I'm the vice chair. And I wanted to get us started off this morning with our mission and vision. Our mission of Enlace is to develop and strengthen connections through information, collaboration, and partnership with organizations and leaders who serve the Latinx community. And our vision is to enhance social capacity within the Latinx community in the Charlotte metro area. So that's just to ground us and remind us why we're all here today. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about membership of Enlace. If you're just finding out what Enlace is and you're just getting to know us, welcome. We're glad that you found us. And so what we have is membership levels of Enlace that come with different levels of benefits. So if you want to find out more about that, you can head to our website, enlacecharlotte.org, and you'll find out about our digital resource hub, which is how we share all of the events of our members. And you'll find out about our upcoming digital resource fairs. We have one on June 23rd, and we'll have one on August 18th. And that application to be in one of those digital resource fairs, it's due on May 21st. So if you want any more information on membership, on the resource fair, you can always contact me. And I will turn it over now to Madeline. She's going to introduce our speaker. Go ahead, Madeline.
Good morning. My name is Madeline Cueto. I am the partnership coordinator for Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. And today we have the pleasure to have our director, the director of the Community Partnership and Family Engagement Department in CMS, Dr. Roxana Saladin Subero. Today she's going to be talking about this Camp CMS. So she wore many hats, so they thought it was a great idea to add another hat for this summer. So she can gonna share all the information that hopefully we have and need for this summer for, again, Camp CMS. And you are welcome to ask questions in the chat line, or maybe send us a message later if you watch this video later on and we don't know the answer. I know she knows exactly who to contact to get the answer. So with this, I will welcome Dr. Saladin.
Thank you so much, Madeline, and thank you, Alicia, for having me here today. Good morning, Enlace. It's Wednesday. We love Wednesdays because it's right in the middle, and we're kind of thinking, oh, it's the weekend is getting closer and closer. So thank you for having me on a Wednesday morning with you all. And I'm excited to talk about Camp CMS. It is a little different from last year. We've all had those moments this year when we go back, we look back and say, what was I doing last year at this time of the year? So Camp CMS is definitely a new adventure for CMS as well, and for all of us. It is a 6-week fun summer camp that CMS is providing for families. So it's open to anyone that has a CMS student. As of right now, we are only working with CMS students for Camp CMS. And it was mandated in one of the bill HB 82. And for those organizations that are interested in looking it up, I can send some of the links for that bill. So Camp CMS is the product of that bill. We will be providing the 6 weeks for students. We don't want to call it remediation, but because that sounds too much. That sounds like something that our students did wrong during the school year, or they didn't complete what they needed to complete, and then they need remediation. We're calling it camp because when you think about a summer camp, you think about fun, you think about learning, you think about games, you think about health, you think about social health, you think about making friends, and this is what Camp CMS will be all about. So we're providing this camp at some locations, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can show you exactly where you can find this information. Tell me if you can see this, please. Can you see this? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So if you go to our CMS website, there is an entire page dedicated to CAM CMS. In this website, you will find all the information you need, who can attend, for how long, when will it start, where in the schools. We're also going to be providing during the 6 weeks breakfast and lunch. There will be social, emotional, and instructional support for the students. And they will have a mixture of instructional and daily enrichment activities and physical activities. So all the information that you will need to learn about CAMP CMS is listed here. The camp will start in June 14 for 3 consecutive weeks. Then it will stop the week of 4th of July, and then we will start back up that next week for 3 consecutive weeks until June 29th. The students will receive transportation back and forth of schools. And we are working with different partners as well in case they would like to support these sites, so they can enhance their program with enrichment activities. And this is where our partners come in place. If you are a partner who have a program that you would like to partner with a CAM CMS site, you are very welcome to do so. The way to do that is through the school side. Well, you can go through my department, through community partnership and family engagement. We have someone dedicated to answering any questions and nurturing those requests and questions. But if you have a specific program, let's say you have a karate program and you would like to offer your program for this CAM CMS as a physical activity or as an enrichment activity for the students attending this CAM CMS site, you will contact us. We'll get the information. We'll make sure that your information is in front of the site coordinators, and they will be able to decide if and how your program will fit into their site. The other option is that if you already have a relationship with a particular school, you can go straight to the school and connect with that principal or that site coordinator and connect with them and ask them and get that conversation going on how can you partner with them. So there are several opportunities for you to support CAMP CMS and the students that are going to be there. There's also the opportunity to run your own program if you have it, but it will have to be at non-CAMP CMS sites. And we have a list of those available sites. So we can share those links with you through the Facebook comments, or I can send it to Alicia, and Alicia, you'll share it with them if they ask for it. But those sites, what you will do, you will go through a community use of school process. And in that process, you will say which school you're interested in, if it's available for to run your own program. You will go through the process. And that's also an opportunity for you to support our students and our community. So there are various opportunities for you to support what's going on during summer. Also, if you take a look at the website on CAMP CMS and you click on your left side links and you click in what it says site assignments, if you click there, it will take you to this page right here. And this page will tell you which are the camp, the CMS camp locations. And let's say you're a student at Berry Hill. So if you have students that are going to Berry Hill, you will go to this sheet and you will check, well, if I attend Berry Hill, then my campsite is Renaissance West Academy. And guess what? That site is also an ASEP site, which is an after-school enrichment program. That means that students attending here have the option to registering for before and after school program as well. And that's also an option that we're providing. There are 43 of the CMS, the CAM CMS sites. 43 of those sites will provide after school enrichment program. So all of the sites are here. I want to say I can't remember what the exact number is, but I think there's 79 or 80 CAM CMS sites, so there's plenty. We have many students registering that have registered, and we've received a couple of questions on are there still time to register? And the answer to that is you have to connect with your school, with your home school, and find out if there are still space for you to register at CAM CMS. High schools are also providing this program. So this CAM CMS goes from kindergarten to 12th grade. For high school, the process is a little different. You do have to go to your own high school and find out what programs they have available during CAM CMS for your high school and how you can attend CAM CMS for these 6 weeks. But my understanding is that high school, it's a little different from K to 8. They have a different schedule and they have a different curriculum and offering than K to 8. I see that there's a question on Facebook. Do you know what the average class size will be for elementary? Is there a size max? Alma, I do not know that question, but I am guessing it will follow the same format that we follow during a regular time frame, but I do not have that answer for you right now. I will, however, find that information for you and share it as soon as I can. So I'll have that information for you. I don't see any other questions on the Facebook page. Is there anything else that you guys would like me to share?
Just in general, do you have any precautions that you know about for COVID preventing the spread? Do you do like temperature checks and distancing in the classrooms of those types of things?
Yes, the same procedure that's been followed throughout the school year will continue to be followed. Masks are still a requirement for us in CMS. We have not received any other messaging regarding mask usage. So we are going to be continuing the same protocol that we've implemented since for the school year. We are going to continue that. So mask is required, social distancing is required, hand sanitizing, hand washing and hand sanitizing are going to continue to be encouraged. There are several opportunities to get vaccines for young people. We have several, I think 5 or 6 schools that are going to be providing vaccine locations in the next week or so. So parents, families, if you would like to have an extra layer of precaution with your students, you can connect with us. We have those sites available. I can share with you as well. But the same protocol for COVID preventions, we're still going to follow that.
Awesome.
I have received some questions on how can my program support CAM CMS, and that was the first option that I spoke about. And what we're doing, I'm going to share this other screen right here. What we're doing is we're asking partners to complete this application online. The application will tell you everything you need to know regarding partnering to support CAM CMS sites. During the application, partners are prompted to upload a completed memorandum of understanding, a certificate of insurance, and a list of staff and volunteers so that they can get clearance through our volunteer clearance process. And all of the instructions are here. But if you are interested in supporting a specific site, this will be an online application that we can send you. And in the same page, you can see they can download all of the templates they need and then complete those documents before finishing the application and upload it at the end of the application. It is a fairly simple application as well, but it let us know how many students they are planning to support, if they're going to need transportation, if they're going to need meals, who's the contact information, and in general, what is that they're planning to do to support Camp CMS. And that's there's the other document, the partnership action plan, that I was trying to remember which one it was. I knew there were 4 documents. For the partnership action plan talks about what are the goals of your program, and what is your partnership investment in these CMS sites. So we've tried to do it as easy as possible for partners. The process is not lengthy. What takes time is to gather these documents, complete them, upload them, and then send it to us through the system. Once we get it, we'll analyze it, check it, read it, format it if needed to be formatted, and then we'll send it to our legal department for approval and signature. Typically, it takes between 5 to 6 days, depending on how quick we get all the information we need. Sometimes we get the memorandum of understanding and the information is not correct, or we have every document except the certificate of insurance. And until we have all of these documents, we cannot process their request, because it's a packet. It's a partnership packet that goes straight to legal. And once they approve, then it's uploaded and the signature is captured electronically. So we've tried to make it as user-friendly as possible. And we asked partners that if they are already providing services in CMS or programming CMS, and they do not have an agreement in place, to please contact us so we can get them with the process. Through the process, we can walk them through the process and finalize these documents with them. We've found a couple though. We've learned of a couple, but they're already through the process, and they've been very gracious with us to update their documents. And they know that sometimes we don't get our hands on all of the partnerships that are happening, but we are really trying. And this is another layer of protection, not only for the partner, but also for our students. And it is very important that they complete these agreements, and especially the volunteer clearance process, through our volunteer coordinator.
And what types of organizations have you partnered with in the past, and what does that look like?
So in the past, well, not in the past, I mean right now, because this is new to us during summer. But we've had organizations that have requested to provide experiences for students for STEM, for example, computer and digital experiences for our students. We've also had requests for, let me think. One of the museums have requested to be included as an option for the students. We're also working with the City of Charlotte Community Relations Committee, and they have an awesome program that they would like to partner with Camp CMS as well. And what we're doing internally, we are providing all of these opportunities for our site coordinators. And when I say site coordinators, each Camp CMS will have a coordinator, and those are the site coordinators that I'm talking about. Some of them are the principals, some of them are not the principal at the school. So it's very important to make the distinction that not necessarily the principal at the campsite is the site coordinator. We have a little bit of a blend. So we send all of the information that we have regarding partnership offerings to our site coordinators so they can know they have a space in the scheduling if they would like to invite these partners, or if there is an opportunity for these partners to enhance the programming and the scheduling, then they know where to go. So we have several options that we share with them. We're sharing information about the partners who have been approved, the partners who are looking for a school to partner with, organizations who are looking for a school to partner with. We also have a list of, we're using what is called the Community Asset Directory, which was an initiative launched by the Bell Foundation and Reach Charlotte and United Way through our community calls. And that Community Asset Directory provides information about different programs that are available as well. So we're providing that list. And we're trying to provide as much support as possible for the site coordinators in case they need to partner with an organization to enhance their programming.
Right. And what's the typical time commitment that a partner organization would put in?
That it really depends on the program that they have and on each school what schedule they have for their students. So we've heard of some schools or some partners that will be providing, for example, support for English language learners specifically. So that could be an hour during the day or an hour and a half during the day, or maybe once a week. So it really depends on the scheduling that each site coordinator is putting together. We do know that they have a specific number of hours of instructional time that they have to go through every day. So based on that specific number of instructional time they have to go through the day, the remaining is open for enrichment opportunities and activities.
Okay. And so is there a way for the parents or students to know what partner organizations will be at which sites?
It will be depending on each site. Maybe that's a good idea that we can put that out. We have 79, 80 sites, and each site will have different partners. So it's not like we have one district partnership covering all of the enrichment activities. It will be, I think the information will be a little bit more confusing. But if they go to their campsite that they have been assigned to, they should be able to know which partner is supporting there. That would be my guess. Alicia, honestly, I have not thought about that magic pill yet on how do we keep families informed of all of the offerings that the campsites are going to have. So I don't have a good answer to that one.
No, that was good.
I mean, I know who is in each school. I just don't know how to make that available for families. I guess if any organization would like to contact my department, we'll be able to say, yes, you have XYZ partners supporting that area. But making it public, like in a CMS page or on a Facebook page, you'll probably create more confusion than help, because it's so different in every one of them.
Yeah.
Now, okay. I'm open to suggestion. If you all think this is useful for families and for your organization, please let me know by all means.
Okay. Is transportation something that is included in the camp?
It is. Transportation is included. Back and forth school. So your student will be picked up at the designated location and taken to school, and then back to the same designated location. So transportation will be included, and breakfast and lunch will also be included.
Okay. And so a partner organization, they would have to go to the school site. They wouldn't be bringing the children to their site, right?
A partner organization. So remember, there are two ways that you can partner. If you are supporting a CAMP CMS site, you are supporting that site during the camp site timeframe. So the camp day. So if the camp is running from 8:30 to 3:30, you are supporting that time frame. So you really won't need transportation because the students are already captured during Camp CMS. Now, if you're running your own program at a non-Camp CMS site, you do have the option of requesting transportation for your students at that non-Camp CMS site, because we're not thinking that XYZ school will need transportation since we don't have anything going on there. But if you're a partner and you're requesting to run your own program with 60 students there and you are approved to do so, then transportation, you can request transportation for that. And transportation will work will work their logistic to confirm if they'll be able to provide the same type of transportation that all of the other students are getting, which is back and forth school. What we are, yeah. So that's the information that I have, and we have had requests. We have a couple of partners who are running their own program at non-camp CMS sites, and they're going to be receiving transportation.
Okay. Perfect. I don't see any more questions in the chat. If somebody's watching this later on, they can put it in the chat, and then can we email that to you?
You can email that to me. You can yes, email that to me, because I don't have here at hand the contact person that is actually taking care of these questions in Camp CMS in my team. But I can forward it to her, and she will be able to respond with any of the answers that they need.
Perfect. Thank you for offering that, and thank you for joining us today and providing us with that information.
My pleasure, and please help us. Please help us make Camp CMS the best experience for our students. So if you have any questions, or you would like to partner with Camp CMS, please let us know. And if you don't mind, Alicia, I'll take this opportunity to also do a couple of infomercial for our transportation department. Actually, they are having a hiring event for bus drivers on May 27. So they are really interested in hiring bus drivers because of the same situation that we're talking about. Our students, we have about 30,000 students who have registered for Camp CMS. And you know that that's not typical during summer. So during summer, a lot of our staff go on vacation or they take summer jobs, and we need to hire these staff. So please help us spread that word. And also, there is a survey that transportation needs for the next school year for 2021-2022, where families are letting us know if they are going to need transportation services or not. And I can share those links with you. If you can help me, please share it through the Facebook page with your audience and your membership. That would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd be happy to share. I think that's a great connection, a great link. I think we have a lot of member organizations of Enlace that would be great fits for partners, and also be able to potentially help with the bus driver hiring event. So if you are interested in any of that, definitely reach out if you're watching on Facebook.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Again, if you think of any other questions, just put them in the chat. But I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and rest of your week. And we'll see you next month for our next Enlace meeting. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you. Oh, Madeline left.